Hello everyone, my name is Ruby Yadav and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I am pursuing my LLB from Miri Professional and Law Institute, MDU, Rohtak. I am glad to get this opportunity and introduce myself and discuss my topic with all of you. Today, my topic name is the essence of time, and the sole purpose of my topic is to discuss that what is the essence of time under the Indian Contract Act 1872. Now, time is the essence is a term in contract law which indicates that the parties to the agreement must perform by the time to which the parties have agreed. In the business matter, generally time is essence. The business matter always depends upon the intention of the parties. So, a time is the essence clause means the parties may fix the time within which a contract is to be performed. If the contract is not performed within the stipulated or specific time or date, then the other party, who will be the aggrieved party, can claim compensation. So, in other words, time is the essence of the contracts. Now, in contract, when one party fails to perform the contract in time, then the other parties will have remedies on the basis of two conditions. First one is the where time is the essence for the contract, and second one is the when time is not the essence for the contract. So firstly we will discuss when time is the essence of the contract. So, if it was the intention of the parties that time was the essence of the contract or agreement, then failure of one party to perform his promise within the time specified will render the contract voidable at the option of the other party. So, for example, we will discuss the example with a leading case, that is the GAIL India versus Paramount Limited 2010. So in this case, the contract was made between the parties where the time was the essence for the contract, and the contractor fails to complete the contract within the stipulated time. So here he will be liable for the compensation. Now, what are the remedies if the contract will fails and the contract will be based on the essence of time? So the remedies for the aggrieved party will be extension of the time. They can extend the time of the contract. Avoid the contract. They can just avoid the contract and they can cancel it. And the aggrieved party can claim the compensation. So extension of time, avoidance of the contract, and the claim the compensation. These three will be the remedies under the where the time is the essence of the contract. Now, secondly, we will discuss about when time is not the essence of the contract, then what are the remedies are available. Now, if it was the intention of the parties that time was not the essence of the contract does not become voidable by the failure of the parties to perform the contract at or before the time specified. So, the aggrieved party in that case only become entitled to claim the compensation from the promisor for the loss beared to him by the failure. So this discussion says that the intention of the parties in the contract is must, and it is a acid test to ascertain whether the time is the essence of the contract or not. So in this case, the remedies will be available only to claim the compensation. Now we will understand this concept with a leading case, that is Rekha Singh versus Babu Singh, AIR 2002. So it was held in this contract that the parties can make the time as the essence of the contract through specifically inserting this clause in the agreement. So to sum up this view, we can say that the law relation to the time as essence of contract, it can be only said when parties to contract tend to make time of the essence. They may express it in writing, and such writing must be ambiguous. So only by us insertion of a specific clause in the agreement, the time become the essence of the contract. And we have also discussed this sort of remedies in both of the situation. So I hope you must have get some of the knowledge about the time is the essence in the contract. So that's it about my topic. That's it for the day. Thank you so much.